I tell a lie. So let's go ahead and start with the is May Day pagan or socialist? And it's both, basically, is the answer. But apparently, I know that I've heard this from pagans, but yeah, pagan spring fertility origins of May Day. May Day, May 1st, marks the return of spring in the northern hemisphere with origins in ancient pagan agricultural rituals to ensure fertility handed down from the Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans. May Day falls exactly half a year from All Saints' Day, November 1st, and Cross Quarter Day with pagan overtones. Today, this ancient festival survives, including gathering wildflowers and decorating a May tree or maypole around which people dance, and some use it for political protest in association with International Workers' Day. It's one of those holidays that seems medieval, even ancient. The customs of flowers and fertility rites definitely feel like they go back a long time, and if they don't, they should. 17th century May Day was all fun-loving festivity, blah, 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 blah. Pictures of, pagans, the Romans, they're all, the booba, okay. Let's see here. However, today we'll try to trace some of the things that really are medieval, older, beginning with the Romans and Celts. Let's see here. So, Floralia took place for 6 days, beginning on the 28th of April, and this seems to be the origin of some of the things we associate with May Day began. Wearing bright colors, drinking a lot, and certain sexual permissiveness are mentioned by Ovid and Juvenal. What's different from any other day in the U.S.? I mean, wow, drinking. I mean, we don't need an excuse to drink. It's like we have New Year's, in this country. At least according to the Georgian calendar, This coincided with the Gaelic festival, blah, 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 blah. You can read, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to let y'all read this on your own. It can be both. I think that one doesn't necessarily negate the other, but yeah. So I don't want to make this a long freaking video, but I saw that Jason Unruhe is going to do less videos. He said he's almost 40. I was like, holy shit. And I'm 36. Oh, man. And believe me, I get tired of making these. And a lot of the time they are repeats of what, other people say and everything. But, if I just stop making videos, I stop making videos, whatever. I got some meme videos and stuff like that. It's like, all right, I'm, whatever, People move on. But what I was going to say is that I'm not so much upset about that. He's his own man. He can do what he wants. The thing I have a problem with is the move of a lot of these ML YouTubers and stuff like that who are embracing, kind of like these Maoist ideas where it's just like, well, actually, China isn't socialist, but we're going to defend China from everybody. It's this very big brain sort of resistance to China, in my opinion. This is the big brain sort of resistance where it's like, we don't like, it's like, yeah, the Hong Kong protests were bad. Yeah, I agree. And, there are lies that are being said about Xinjiang. Yeah, true. But we still don't like China because it's capitalist, bro. Or it's, it's revisionist, bro, because mud dangists. And it's just such cope. Oh, the cope is just so heavy. Feel as you want to, like I say, once again about China, but it's like Westerners in general, they have these like I say, idealism is a motherfucker. But the thing is, they have this idealized version of China where it's like everyone is wearing the, the Mao Zedong suit, with the big red star in their hat and everything. And, people like Jiang Qing and this and that, were going around in the Universal operas and everything else like that. But it's like, China is not your fantasy. China is not your little plaything. It's the same thing with Cuba. China, Cuba is not your plaything. The Soviet Union is not your plaything. This is something that, you shouldn't fetishize countries and be like, oh, well, China is just, China's supposed to be this, where they're fighting the bourgeoisie all the time. They were supporting, just stop. Can you stop doing that? It's just like, and because now the people have woken up to, well, China's capitalist, now they're just like, they hold this weird third positionist view, really, in my opinion, where it's like, we're not, we don't support China. People like, Bay Area 415 and people like Daniel Dumdrill. We're not with them, but we're not supporting of the EU and the US and everyone else that, the Kanzuk sort of idea that the US should, try to hold up their bulwark against China. But it's like, but it still needs to have a revolution there. And they hold this magical LARP zone where they imagine, and I've seen this. I saw this, when I saw Paul Moran's stream where he was just, talking shit about China. And, with that comrade, whatever the hell is, I don't even care. Whatever guy that was with him. The thing is that it's just such cope. They basically just wish the Naxalites would win in India and the Maoists in the Philippines will magically. It's like, no, dude, no. You might as well wish for the. I mean, you might as well throw groups like the. Oh man, I can't even think. Might as well throw FARC in there too in Colombia, even though FARC is now more, I think, suck them in some ways. They're starting to use the rose, I think, as their symbol. So it's like, yeah, they're more social democratic now. Where it's like, so I don't know. It's one thing to be a cringy follower of the U.S. or to be a blind follower of China. Yeah, I can agree on both of those points. But the thing is, though, to take up this weird third positionist view where it's just like, well, actually, we're going to wait for the Naxalites to take over India, even though they've been at war for like 40 years. Same thing with like the Maoists in the Philippines. Like, we've been at war with them forever, even though CSUN is like, our founder is like freaking 70 something years old. Any day now. It's just like, bruh, people can't live on cope. You can't live on cope and hope, because that's what it is. It's cope. It's just like, well, we made some victories here and there. No, that's just gay, dude. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just like, it's just cringe. It's just sad. It's the same thing with people like, Jason Unruhe, where it's like, this dude, it's like he said he made videos for 12 years. 12 years, and you have 42,000 subscribers. And it's like, he talks about, making higher quality videos. It's like, yeah, you need to get someone to help you, because half the time when you make these spurgy videos where, you have some icon or something like that, dude, half the time your audio is like fucking abysmal, where it's like you have all this background noise. Not to say my audio was perfect all the time, but it's like yours just sounds like shit. And then, of course, you'll do these, bullshit live streams where you're playing like, I don't know, Fallout or something like that. I'm like, bruh, nobody gives a shit, They just want you to preach to the choir, That's the whole thing. And he's going to do the same thing with the Xinjiang video. He did the same thing Vosh did, Xinjiang. No, it's Xinjiang. Xinjiang. Learn to pronounce Mandarin. Huanda, idiot. Learn to pronounce Mandarin. If a motherfucker like me that's 36 years old can pronounce Mandarin words better than you, or can pronounce Mandarin speaking better than you got a problem. But anyway, that's just my little rant. I don't know. I know that didn't mean anything, and I know it's just petty, but I'm a petty person. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out and just say, to hell with it. But yeah, I'll probably end up having to make an update as well and be like, well, I can only produce this many videos. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I'm just going to play it by ear, as they say, right? Hang loose, baby. Hang loose. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know. I don't really think about it that hard. if I actually get my C in this class, get that done, then yeah, chances are I'll probably try to get a little certificate or something in insurance and do that. I don't know why I have it in my head to do insurance, but I feel like that's better for me. I don't know. Probably won't mean shit, but it's better than going to express employment. Anyway, I'll cross that road. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, and I'll let y'all know. Anyway, see you later. A good abaya.